Chapter 3 Engineer World vs. World Grenadier. Welcome back, peeps, to Chapter 3 of the Mellor's Adventures. That's right, welcome. Today I'll be showing you what I like to call the Grenadier in World vs. World. That's right. The Grenadier has an aspect of not like the World vs. World builds you see typically. This one's going to really revolve around with Zerg type style format, meaning you're going to be speed with Zergs continuously. With that being said, I'm going to go over the trait line and explain why the reasons I went with certain style with this kind of circumstance with Zergs and whatnot, and you can decide if you want to play it. Now, I went with full Berserker as well as Berserker trinkets. You can go with Assassins. If not, you can do also conditions. I believe either settlers or I believe it's settlers. There's a nice condition, but any kind of condition type style. Just if you want to get conditions out. With this build, you are going to need yourself a healing tent, rocket boots, grenade kit, as well as elixir gun and supply crate. I will get into the reason why with supply crate just in a second after I'm done displaying you the traits. Actually, the sigils first. Sigils for I actually went with pistol and shield. The reason why I went with this style is because I wanted to have extra conditions due for the sake of fragmentation shot has a number of 5 targets. Poison dart volley just apply poison. Number 5 darts coming out in a single target, as well as static shock applying a nice blindness as well as confusion. Number of rounds is 4. Now shield sake is that it can do a nice reflection for projectiles as well as a nice combo finisher blast with a knockback for its number 4 skill with equipped, and static shield to do a stun for 1 second, but also have a nice block duration for one second and a half, and it also applies a daze to a number of 5 targets, and it's also a physical projectile. And the range is like 900, and the other one's on radius of 180. So, and with this setup is because I want to be able to get those roamers if we're in a Zerg. You know, it applying up blindness as well as confusion, deal some extra damage, as well as a point of the volley, so they can't heal if they're really low, and just shoot fragmentation shot. You can go with rifle though, by the way. You can. Not really a big fan of it when it comes to roaming or even with Zerg is because it only applies a single shot. The only one is blunderbuss as well as jump shot. It's your primary damage that does more of an AoE type style to a certain amount of targets, from jump shot being 5 and blunderbuss I believe being a single or multiple. Actually we'll find out, so I don't give you guys the wrong information. That would be bad. And yes, I do have the Predator. Number 5 targets. Okay, so I was pretty close on that. Now, the rest of it's all pretty good. Even with hip shot being a combo finisher for physical projectiles by 20% with a range of 1,000. It's not bad, and it does a number of 5 targets. So because it actually pierces targets, which is nice. I find it very effective, but I rather have those extra conditions sometimes. There will be other builds where rifle you can actually just go with an HG&H type style and go with those kind of methods, but in this style of this method of this build just being the way it is, grenade is going to be a primary function of damage as well as DPS and as well as conditions. What I mean by that is your poison grenade, your freeze grenade, your flash grenade, as well as your shrapnel and your regular standard grenade, and your grenade barrage. Grenade barrage! Whee! And that applied fire, or I would think it was going to be a crit or something, but anyway. Oh no, because I had Predator equipped. Sorry about that. Anyway. With the rocket boots, I actually chose that is because it's also a nice blast finisher, but if you're in that instance where your Zerg is being picked off and you have some certain amount of survivors, what you can do is overcharge this and then do a rocket boot and you get a nice water field from it, since it is a blast finisher as long as you have it going the way. You can overcharge it, and whatnot, and you can just wait for it to come up. I'll show you a second what I mean by the rocket boots and the regenerating mists. These. Hey, look at this. Oh, that rifle looks bad. Nah, rifle looks bad. Badass. Okay, so all you gotta do is apply the field and then do that, and you'll get a nice area effect for healing. So that's another reason why I chose it, because it's great for escape, especially when you're doing with Zerg. and they're trying to retreat, and they're just getting picked off one by one, and it's just like a massive Zerg versus another massive Zerg. And that can also circumstance. That's why I also chose Elixir Gun. Just the fact is that Super Elixir is a nice heal field, and it's also light field. When I mean heal field, I mean it just has a nice pulse of healing to help everyone else out, as well as if you're doing rams and it's getting damaged, you just pop that down instead of wasting your healing turn, and pop that down. It'll keep it up, and if you need a little more heals combined with the Super Elixir, it'll help out also with your Zerg as well if they need heals, if they're getting DPS by range and whatnot. No, also the reason why I took it is because, for one, if you don't feel like you're going totally with grenade kit, which I can understand because it's not always reliable, because some people can see the little detail on the ground where it's gonna land. Now they gotta do a sidestep. With this, if you're really close by, you can just put poison dart, do a nice bleeding, little damage, a weakness. That weakness is gonna fumble, meaning that their regeneration is going to be lessened, meaning they're not gonna be able to do it more often as they choose. And on top of it, you can also pop out Elixir F to also apply a nice swiftness and cripple the target, as well. It has number 3 bounces, which is phenomenal, and your fumigate. Ooh, I love this ability. Number 5 targets, but at the same time, it also inflicts vulnerability as well as poison on number 5 stacks, and at the same time, it also cures all your allies from conditions, but also inflicting poison vulnerability at the same time. And your acid bomb. Yes, acid bomb is a nice little finisher blast, especially if you combine it with your super elixir and you use acid bomb. You get a nice little area of retaliation, so that should help out, especially with your enemy if they're going pure power. That the retaliation is going to help out with a nice little combo. And last but not least is your super elixir. As I said, it is great. It has little bit here and there fundamentals of being not awesome, especially if you combine it with healing turn, overcharge it. You'll still get your regen, and you still get your nice little heal, but at the same time you'll also get retaliation boom for your teammates, and that shall help you out even further. And last but not least is also your healing mist, which is also a nice break stun. So if you're getting stunned, all you gotta do is pop out your rocket boots, boom, pop out healing turret, charge it, explode it, etc., etc. But all in the same like intro of like in your possession, meaning the same area you're moving in a straight line or zigzag. As long as you can get that down and still get the overcharge from the healing turret, you should be fine. Now for the traits, I am gonna go over right now. We're gonna go full in 6 in explosive, 2 in firearms, 4 in inventions, and 2 into tools. Now, if you want more vigor, you can take it out of firearms and implement it into alchemy. We'll get down to a second. Alright, so the first tier, you're going to go for shrapnel. Second tier, you're going to go for short fuse, as well as, last but not least, Grenadier in tier 3 for your increased range of your grenades. As also, all your grenades will also produce an extra grenade, which is more of a DPS increase, but also more chances to inflict more enemies with the certain conditions you apply with your grenades, as well as your grenade barrage dealing more damage, increasing more vulnerability stacks, as well as chances at bleeding. Now, with your firearms, I actually went with precise sights. Now, you can change this out if you want to for any, for instance, if you're not really a big fan of grenade kit and you want to do something else, you can, but I did it for the sake is because you get that vulnerability and it will tag in with your grenade kit, since grenade kit is going to be your primary kit for doing conditions as well as survivability, as well as taking down those pesky archers and helping everyone else out in a DPS race just to take things down so you can keep the Zerg moving quickly and efficiently and effectively, especially taking down other Zergs. On top of that, if they're prone, you have that range and that capability to poison them, freeze them, flash them, as well as shrapnel them to death. So you have more chances of doing that and getting an extra target. Now, I went for interventions for a fact is it has a nice toughness as well as healing power, so that means your elixir gun's going to get more from its super elixir is going to get better heal, as well as your healing turn is going to be slightly more effective than the original state without these this extra boons, and you'll be a lot more survivability with that extra toughness, since you're only walking on 15,946 with Berserker gear. So first tier we're going to go in is inventions. We're going to go for protective shield, so we can get that reduced whenever critical hit. We have that chance to get a nice 3 seconds worth of protection with 33% incoming damage, which is a nice reduction to damage for us since we're quite squishy. And lastly, I put power shoes on just to get that extra potential of movement, especially in Zergs. You really want to be up in there and whatnot. And what I mean by up in there and whatnot is that you can continuously move, and you don't have to really rely on Grenade Kit to keep putting your swiftness on, and then also using Rocket Boots to go even further. So you have that nice potential of movement and escape as well. Now, last but not least is tools. 2 into tools for speedy kits in tier 1. You can, as I said, you can swap out for 2 in firearms and lose that extra vulnerability stack chance, and pick up invigorating speed whenever you gain swiftness. You'll be actually able to get vigor, so that's also great for when your Zerg is implementing swiftness. And sometimes you may not get those chances where they're not implementing it, like Guardians or something like that. They're not equipping staff and whatnot using number 2. For that sake, that's why I also put speedy kits. You can change it out if you're with a dedicated swiftness. You can switch this out and put it into alchemy for pretty much projection ejection, or you can go further into the firearms tree and get yourself some more DPS for your grenade kit or survivability in your inventions, and pick up shields for your healing turret for reflecting and whatnot. I'll show you guys right here momentarily. For 4 to 5 turrets. Now, with that being equipped with healing turret, it's actually pretty well. It's like more of like a support style. It is a Grenadier type style as well. Just to mention that you don't have to use Super Elixir. You can go for something else that will be helpful. You can go with Elixir S. Elixir S will save you, though. It really will. Just make sure that if you know what your enemy world versus worlds are and their kind of playstyle, or even if you don't know and you want to be really precautious, Elixir S will save your life. Especially tossing Elixir S will save some of your teammates as well. Or if you're trying to res them in the moment where the Zerg gets conflicts with another Zerg, and you just see people going dropping like flies on both sides, and you're just going to try to res them, you can do that. And you can also go for Elixir R for that mention, just to toss out that extra combat field light, but also help res by 7% for 10 seconds. You can also by mention, sorry, I know I'm like giving you so many ideas here. For that being said, you can also take those away and actually put it into elixirs, and actually go for fast acting elixirs if you want to really go elixir type style and still maintain a grenade kit. You can do that. Alright peeps, I'm going to show you guys a little brief I say gameplay. I'll show you how this build is pretty effective. Sorry about my grenades if it shows that I'm missing a lot. I am not that great with grenades, to be mentioned. I will try to land them off as best as I possibly can, and hopefully you veterans or you people actually who are great at it and can land it correctly, then I should really suggest you guys try this build out in World vs. World. This is not meant for soloing. You can make it if you adjust some of your ruins as well as your sigils. And just for the mentioned sigils, you can go with sigil ice. You can go with sigil accuracy. You can pretty much even go with sigil condition for stacking up your condition damage, as well as if you're going to go condition type style with ruins, as I mentioned before. For the most part, it's really up to you from going beyond and whatnot. Alright peeps, see you soon. Stay awesome. Okay peeps, welcome back. Alright, I'm going to show you guys what this effectiveness of this build can do. Aw, dang it. Zerg's moving away. Okay. Unfortunately. Alright, so right now we're actually going to go after this Zerg right here, which is a perfect ideal of how the grenade kit can work. As you can see, Guardian is placing down those speed. Nice ring of speed. I don't remember the exact name of it. And you also have rocket boots for a nice quick going to or escape. And right now we're just waiting, and it looks like they're still moving, and we got big Zerg coming our way. So just gonna dodge out of this. Roll out, roll out, roll out. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh yeah, nice. Alright, great way to get out of that. Oh, great. Move, 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 you silly bunny rabbit. No! Curses! Nope, not gonna happen. And as you can see, just gonna keep moving around here. Just gonna keep placing these bombs right behind me, and hopefully this will work out the way it should. And it should keep them deterred away from me. And just keep your swiftness going. Toss your grenade kit in. As you can see, I'm right behind the wall now. And we got away. So that's the great part of it. We definitely got away from whoever was trying to attack us, which is the great ideal of having, make sure you have a nice water kit going on there, especially in those kind of circumstances where if the Zerg is coming after you, you have the ability to get the hell away. Alright, let's try to get to another open area of water. We gotta wait for a bit here. He's gonna like try to knock out that tower since the Zerg is moving pretty effectively. They're going really nice right now. So, alright, so if I can get in here real quick and not die by somebody's means. Okay, so as you see right here, I actually went with multiple kits here. I definitely went with bomb kit due for the fact is that it has big old bomb as well as grenade barrage to help out with underwater capability. Grenades is the best. I mean, it is the best underwater thing. Best kit possible. Due for the fact it deals so much tremendous amount of damage underwater, and you don't have to wait for it to time out and whatnot when you throw it in with the area ring and whatnot. And it's really powerful. And with bomb kit, especially if you're going with retreats, just pick up your big old bomb with glue bomb and then do smoke bomb right after with some concussion and whatnot, and then do the regular healing elixir H, and it'll save your life. Optional one you can definitely go for it with underwater capability is you can definitely go with net turret. With net turret you can be able to stop them in their tracks with a nice amount of immobilization. So that means you can actually get a nice getaway if you're underwater and you have the opportunity to do it. Just for the fact is that you'll still have your swiftness, you'll have net turret there to save your butt, and especially if you overcharge it, they'll be stunned, so you can get You can get away further quickly and more efficiently and effectively. Just make sure you also have elixir H, grenade kit, and bomb kit equipped. But yeah. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But in most cases I tried, it has definitely worked for a nice little getaway. Alright, now let's see. Alright, I'm gonna try to get back to you guys as much as possible. Actually, you know what? Nah. We're gonna go now. I'm just gonna show you. The adventure continues. Definitely continues. Alright, so we're just gonna try to go to the purple tags over there next to tower, just for the sake is that that's where they are. Alright, so the Zerg is going on right now, and they are just pushing like crazy, which is great. So, just gotta keep playing that. And there's the Zerg right there. I'm gonna try to get this guy up real quick. Hopefully he'll come up. If not, that's alright. Come on, dude, come on. Alright, so the Zerg is actually doing what they need to do. It's just pushing it, trying to get our tower back, which is great, which is really great. I'm going to try to get this guy back up here so he can become part of the Zerg. There we go. Perfect. Good job. Good job. Alright, now this is where we start throwing our grenades randomly onto our enemies. And this would just be a great way to annihilate these little buggers as quickly as possible. Nice, got some. Oh, nice. I got a nice loot here. Alright, so, and there we go. Okay, so we're gonna help this lady out. But just make sure you're nice and distance away since Green Kid has a 1500 yards. It will help out. Just make sure you apply the right ones first, poison and then freeze. Just for the sake is that you rather have them try to cleanse it off, but by the time they get try to cleanse it off, they'll have freeze on them, so they won't be able to, and they'll be slowed. So it's like chilled is like an extra cripple inside the grenade, as well as a cooldown mechanic. So, and right now they're gonna try to capture this tower, which is great, as well as destroy all of these flame rams, which is nice. So you get some nice bonus wolf points. There's no one here. And while you're just standing around, especially waiting for them to take down that gate, always keep an eye on that. Try to look for some archers or something, especially in this kind of circumstance. I'll help you get some extra not damage, but war points. And the more you have, the better you'll be able to see. Right here, perfect instance. You can take this guy down real quick here. You'll just keep taking the damage. The only problem with Grenade Kit, it doesn't offer like a massive pack of damage, but it will after a while with all the conditions applied. And remember, your number 4, your number 2, and your number 5 are very effective, and especially your number 3. And just keep laying it on him. And should be dead soon. And there you go. See, you got a nice. Ooh, I got a spoon. Oh, right, I got a spoon. Cool. I got a spoon for Lost World. I think it's practical. Anyway. Sorry, I have not done those achievements yet. Alright, so here, all you gotta do is take off your grenade kit and apply your swiftness. And just run around. Just make sure you want to get there very, very quickly. As well as you can see, you're probably gonna get shot at, but that's cool. And just be careful when you use your rocket boots, so you don't fall over the edge and don't get credit for this, you know? That's the one thing I'm going to and if you keep applying your grenades to everything, you're going to get nice full points, which is great. And just keep applying, just keep applying, just keep applying. Now, remember if you're doing it and you don't need Elixir S and you're doing a really nice Zerg, but there is more defensive than there is offensive, meaning like there's less Zergs from the enemy world's servers, and there's more defensive. Just make sure you swap out your Elixir S or your rocket boots for your Elixir gun, so you can get the super Elixir and help you stabilize your flame rams, as well as keep them up and heal your teammates as an additional heal. I find it also, it's a great combo finishers, especially with the blasts. You want to get yourself some might, as well as any other, I would say, boons possible with blast finisher, but mostly might and area of retaliation. And as you see right here, we got some Zerg, like a little mix of Zergs going on here. They're kind of just derping around. Their name is Derp. That's funny. I find that hilarious. So. And they're really not doing anything, they're just standing there. You know, derps. From the Magma server. Nice, got another. Sweet. Transcendent chest. Ew. Oh. Hey, that's just a beauty. Also, when you're doing Zergs, be careful about the enemy. Like, seriously. Pop some stealth with your Elixir S and just use rocket boots so you can get a further progression away from them. And just make sure you reapply your grenade kit often so you can keep getting that swiftness off of this upkeep. Sorry, if you don't have a guardian, most of the time you will. And as you can see, they are coming and they're flanking us really hard. I think we're gonna have another Zerg right behind them, gonna help us out here to hopefully maintain a nice advantage against these guys. And looks like we're gonna be grouping up together, which is phenomenal. It's great when you have two Zergs formed together. It's just like one unholiness and about to like kill everything, which is grand. And as you can see, we are in. Hopefully, really take out Magma and get our keep back, which would be great. And also get a ton of resources here. Just remember, you do have Grenade Kit, and Grenade Kit will help you out. As in this circumstance right here, we're just gonna keep tossing out these grenades here, just to keep them busy. You may witness some really squishy ones. That means they've been up levels. What I mean by that is that they're a really low level, but they've been up leveled to 80. So, and just keep using it, keep going, and just keep applying your grenades. Even if the person's down, try to get credit for it. You pretty much want to help everyone out as much as possible. Throw the right grenades out. And as you can see, look at all those crits. Those crits are beautiful. It's not really a total condition type, but if you do condition, just make sure you get some precision in there so you can get some nice crits off these people. As you can see, they are just trying here. Alright, that's good. Looks like they're really trying here. Alright, just keep applying. Keep applying those grenades. Some engineers don't do this, and some do. I really stick with grenades, even though I'm not really a big fan of it, but when it comes to Wolf vs. World, it has so much range, and the area, I guess the area toggle where you want to throw it is so great. What I mean by that is that it can overlap and still get the enemy. Alright, we're going in, which is nice. Very nice. Alright, so we're gonna dodge out of the circle there. And I think the Zerg is gonna be, yep, we're just Zerging them out right now. And we're just moving continuously. Pop in the face. Go, got him down. Nice, just gotta keep on moving. I think we're gonna go higher level or something. We're gonna take everything out. That's possible here. Retaliation there. And now we're gonna head in. And this is where supply crate comes really nicely into this, is because the Sun will offer. Just gotta make sure you get in there. Check it down. Even though some have like blindness and whatnot, just roll back. See, you gotta continuously roll back here. Just for the sake is that people might just keep on dying here. Unfortunately, I need to. Crap, I can't do it right now. But okay, he's up. All right, I gotta wait it out for a little bit here. Okay, gotta pick up Elixir gun just to get additional heals on these guys. And I'm just gonna be a little more support here, help out. And it's gonna keep healing here. Another heal. Back up. See, that's another thing about Elixir gun is great, is that it has a nice leap backwards. It's like the forward for rifle. But in this kind of circumstance, unfortunately we're gonna die here really badly. Get out of here. Come on. Pick it up. Unfortunately that was horrible, as you can see. Because we got flanked from the backside. We didn't have any eyes back there, so. But they did a good job just defending their keep. Good job to them, to Magma. But as you can see, we got a lot of green dots going on, so it means we're going to have a little more reinforcements. People are going to be going down if they're not doing it correctly. Unfortunately, how much that sucks, but they're doing really well, so we actually might be able to win that keep back for our land. Alright, peeps, that was what I like to call the Grenadier. Grenadier / support, technically. Alright, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next chapter. Stay awesome! Yeah!